pinpointed exactly what's the situation or the relationship between Azziad and Morgan. Because every time you see an Azziad post, it will be hashtag Morgan, hashtag Azziad, and then the other hashtags. Every single video. And I remember back in the day, this is about a year, maybe 2 years ago, when he brought what is the name of that guy who started doing carpool karaoke? A big TikToker. I don't know where he went. Very handsome yellow boy, yellow man. I don't know where he went, by the way. He used to do these couple karaoke's with a few celebrities. Anyway, he brought him to the show, and I'm like, oh, could you also get Azziad on board? Let her come to the show. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. But do you want her? Like, it sounded more like a managerial role than anything else. Okay, from that interaction, but it's never really been clear. Morgan pia yeye huku kwake, hashtag Azziad, hashtag Morgan. So it's never really been clear exactly what's going on, but it seems Impasho has decided that, okay, they are dating, he is the boyfriend. That is according to Impasho. And the article, according to Impasho, continues to actually say what Morgan said on his TikTok. Because on TikTok, we actually saw Morgan in his car talking about this situation, right? And the conversation simply went this way. He said, look, you people, I wish I could tell you what was going on. Like, I wish it was my place to tell you exactly what is going on, what is happening behind the scenes, what is happening with all this money borrowing situation, but I can't. It's not my story to tell. However, I would very quickly want to talk about the people who've been bringing a lot of hate on my comment section. He says TikTok used to be a place to just have fun. You know, after work, you take a video, post a video or two of you just having fun and relaxing and having a good old time. But now it seems there's been a lot of hating and a lot of trolling and bullying that has come online, specifically onto TikTok, which he doesn't even understand where that is coming from. But in addition, he said, what he can say is stop bringing this story to my page because, first of all, it's a matter that does not concern me. I have absolutely nothing to do with this story. And he then said, and if you people actually knew what was going on, you would feel really bad, really horrible about all the things that you've said without any knowledge of what exactly is going on. And he summed it up by saying, please speak on matters you know, okay? Don't be making speculations and assumptions and then deciding that this is what we're going to speak on. Wait until you have all the information at hand before you go ahead and start bashing someone online, which you really shouldn't be doing to begin with. And obviously this is hot after the whole drama with Hannah Benta and that lady who goes by the name of Maureen on social media. They went live and, sorry?
Mary
Musyoka. They went live and they had like a whole thing going on with this Mary talking about how she, Hannah Benta, Azziad called Hannah Benta, allegedly, Azziad called Hannah Benta and said, hey, could you send me Mary's number? And Hannah Benta was like, yes, girl, she's about to get all of her clothes because Mary operates and runs a boutique. She's like, oh yeah, she's about to make so much money from Azziad buying clothes from her shop or having a collaboration or whatever.
Yeah,
so
you think you're setting up your friend.
Yeah, she was so excited. She passed this contact information, Mary's contact information to Azziad. Kumbe, and this is right before Azziad had then allegedly asked her for money, right? And Hannah Benta had gone so far as to give her 300,000 Kenya shillings, borrow from other friends to be able to give to Azziad because she was apparently in a situation. Now, when she gave Mary's number to Azziad, allegedly, Azziad was like, oh my God, Hannah was my only hope, and she said she cannot come through for me. So could you please help me? I am stuck in a hotel room in London, some 5-star hotel in London, and they have said that they will not let me out of this hotel room until I have cleared my bill for the room. And in addition, I also would like some extra money so that I can be able to pay for my ticket back home. And at that time, Mary doesn't know this babe. Baby, they don't know each other. They're not friends. They have no relationship, nothing. It was just a random call that she got from Azziad. A voice note. Yes, a WhatsApp voice note. Sorry, I apologize.
So even a call, you know the decency of a phone call.
Girl.
Anyway.
And that whole situation got Mary in a position where she's like, okay, this girl is stranded in a different country. That is a horrible place to be in, for anyone to be stuck in a different country with no money. So she collected what she had and she sent it to Azziad. It was, I think, 300,000 as well.
I'm not sure.
A figure, right? 100,000 plus figure, right? sent it to Azziad, and then obviously Azziad came back. And the promise was, I will send it back to you in 2 days, latest 3 days. So she said, I'll send it back to you on Saturday. I will send it to you on Sunday, earliest Saturday, but latest, kienda sana, I will send it to you on Monday. And that was the 5th, where she was being told all these stories of November last year. Up until now, she said her bank cards are not working or something like that, allegedly. Apparently, up to the time she was doing this live with Hannah Benta, she had not received her money. In addition, there was another alleged girl who had given her 1.8 million Kenya shillings. And then now if you add the money for Hannah Benta, 300, plus another amount of money that Hannah Benta had now borrowed from other friends to give to Azziad, it's racking up to a huge number. Now, the problem with this story is there are so many problems. One, you went to London, stayed at a 5-star hotel with no money, okay? Allegedly. And then now you're calling a random stranger to help you with money, which means you have either you've borrowed from all your close friends to the point where nobody is willing to give you money. And now you are reaching out to people who you think are influential enough and can give you the money. And unfortunately, we would love to say that this is the first or the second or the third story that we've had, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's a running industry known.
It's a small industry.
It's a entertainment industry is so small,
and everybody
unfortunately,
talks.
people be talking, and unfortunately, people be talking about the same thing. Allegedly, we cannot verify. Okay. So the problems are so many, but I am still of the same school of thought that Turi had at the very beginning, which is she's young. She's a young lady.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot to learn, right?
Growing pains.
Just the same way we've seen so many other young celebrities go a different way. Because we had, unfortunately, Rono, who has now completely transformed into another beautiful butterfly, but she went through her fair ordeal. Okay, she went through a lot publicly in the public eye, but look at her now. She's grown up. She's doing well. She's in the gym. Her body is body. Like she is doing everything that she should have done. But Azziad, in the same way, is a young babe. She'll figure it out. Maybe this is not the best way to start out and spend your youth, but she will figure it out. And it's true. Morgan just said it. Look, don't speak on matters you don't know. Just let it go. Mm-hmm. And so for that reason, we're not going to pile on. We're just going to say we don't know enough information. Everything we know is probably alleged. And therefore, we will wait until she's able to give us the story in full herself, okay? Mm-hmm. But the good thing is both Mary and Hannah Benta were allegedly paid by a fan, Azziad's fan. She sent them the money. They were all paid. So that story is closed.
You know, I get being in a difficult position. We've all been young. We've all been in a situation where we needed assistance from someone. Yeah. But there's this thing about your reputation. At the end of the day, that's all you have. We've said it before and we'll say it again. Your reputation is all you have. And when people associate you with a certain narrative or a certain story, imagine it sticks with you forever. And the thing that is sticking out in this whole situation is the lack of accountability. Whether the stories are true or the stories are false, just simply coming out, because at the end of the day, you do owe people an explanation, especially the fans who are rooting for you. Because right now, if you go to these stories, the trending stories, and you go through the comment section, there are people who are rooting for Azziad. There are people who are, saying, okay, this is the downfall and everything. The people who are praying badly for you, the people who are still rooting for you and saying, you guys, she'll be okay, just give her grace and all of these things. But not once has this babe come out and said, hey, like taken accountability and said, hey guys, I did that and I am sorry and I am working towards, figure
she played victim.
The whole thing of you going about your life and posting like business as usual, it kind of rubs people
First
off
of all, she
way.
Posted herself coming out of a mental health institution. Right?
Exactly.
And then suddenly she's now recovering.
And the whole voiceover about going through ups and downs. And I'm just like, like Kenyan celebrities, you all need PR. You all need PR agencies to work with you, especially when you're going through such, situations. Not once has this babe come out and taken accountability. Because with Rono, it's different. Rono took accountability.
She did.
She said, you know what, y'all have called me out and I have seen it.
She messed up, yep.
I can live with my own BS. I accept it and I won't be the victim of the situation. Like I'm rising above, I am working on me and I want to be a better person. It is that simple. You may not feel like you owe us an explanation, but at the end of the day, you are a known figure. Everybody in Kenya and beyond knows who Azziad is. So I get like self-preservation and wanting to protect your peace and wanting, wishing all this will just go away, or thinking if I stay silent long enough, it's
People
going to
forget.
disappear. But Mary Mosiaka, was she not silent the whole time?
She was.
And then she got on her live and she was like, actually, she owes me money. So I don't think it's going to go away simply because you've kept quiet. And even if you continue keeping quiet, it's not going to go away because your reputation again. Like we're going to be constantly associating you. The same way you see a certain celebrity and you're like, usinula anafanyanga hivi, usinula anafanya. Just take accountability. It's that simple. And we even talked about this, I think it was on Monday, we were talking about how sometimes you get pissed off when somebody asks you for money, because I would never do that to you. Like personally, if I'm going through a problem, I have my parents around me, I have my partner. The person who sees you naked cannot help you out. You need to be sleeping with different people. Like,
you have an inner circle before you go to the outer circle.
So when I start reaching out to like mutuals on TikTok and mutuals on social media, that's just now weird. It now feels like I'm scamming people, and it's not right. Have your close community of friends so that even when you're going through something, they're the ones helping you out.
But like, that's the thing. You're like,
if you've exhausted
you definitely
that,
had.
That's a problem.
You've exhausted, now you're reaching out to randos. No offense, because Mary Mosiaka is a rando, and many.
If I've met you once and then you call me babe and say, hey, I'm in a situation, can you help me out with something? I'm gonna be like, that's suspicious.
But also, Mary Mosiaka should have done better.
Yeah.
This is a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay? You're just giving a stranger that kind of money.
Just because you see on social media, due diligence hamkufanya. Realize
Juice,
kuna pesa.
hii story by the setting
People
under
have
juicy.
money.
That's the problem. It's not. People have money. Mkona do.
Mkona do.
Ya kuwaste. Ndio upate.